Hi, my name is Denzel Belin, and, well, welcome back to my green screen. Here's a place where anything can happen, and much like a green screen, improv has an infinite amount of possibilities. This video, we're going to talk about improv exercises to help us get ready to do those improv scenes, and a very fun way to help you jumpstart those improv scenes that you'll be doing. So, let's begin. Now, when you're thinking about what exercises you want to include in your warm-up practice, I like to think of three specific things: focus, energy, and fun. The reason that we do focus is that we want to make sure that we're all in a similar place mindset to help us really engage with the work that we're about to create. Energy, I think, comes pretty self-explanatory. You want to make sure that you're able to give a rousing performance and have a really good time on stage. Speaking of good times, fun is key to doing improv. Now, you can have fun doing dramatic scenes as well, but without that fun and energy, those 25 minutes that you might be on a stage could feel like 25 hours. Fun really just helps you really connect to the work and, well, is one of the most beautiful things about the performing arts. Being able to project that fun, that energy, that joy, and that passion with an audience and share that in a public space. So, focus, energy, and fun. And this collection of exercises will help you achieve all of those things. As you can imagine, improv uses a whole bunch of skills, not only mentally, but physically as well, which is why I think it's always very important to wake up that body with a good old-fashioned shakeout. What we'll be doing for our shakeout is we'll be starting with our right side, with our right arm, and we'll be shaking that out for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll move over to our left side with our left arm in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll move down to our lower body for a shakeout of our right leg and foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll move over to our left side for a final of our lower body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sounds pretty simple? Well, we get to keep continuing on. What we'll be doing is we'll move over to our right hand again, and we'll do that for a count of 7 this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll then move over to our left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right foot, left foot. We'll return back to the right for a count of 6. 6, 6, 6. And we'll continue all the way down in that progression. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it speeds up. What's really important about this exercise is not only are you shaking those body parts, getting them nice and loose, but you're using this as an opportunity to warm up your voice as well. So you'll be counting with that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And reminding yourself we're not going to overexert or scream, but we will be getting a nice vocal warm-up as we do that shakeout. When doing improv with other people, it's really important that you feel like you understand or are getting to know those other people, as deepening those relationships can make it easier to play with them. During warm-ups, a great way of doing that while also engaging some of your body is with a good stretch and share. What I like to do is I like to get all the people that I'm playing with, and we'll sit in a giant circle. When we're in that giant circle, one person will raise their hand and decide to start us off. They will do a stretch, and we will all mirror that to the best of our ability. So let's say I were starting. I might do a nice neck stretch here because my neck is particularly tight. So I might do this, making sure to take care of it, getting this nice, ooh, that feels really good. And everyone would do that to the best of their ability. There's no need to compete or try too hard. We're really just trying to open up and stretch our bodies. During that, we would also share something about our day. It doesn't have to be anything too big or too personal, but it's a great opportunity to let people know where you're at in your day or any fun things that are coming up. So if it were me, I might stretch and go, oh, yeah, today I'm just filming some videos for the Ordway, helping people really connect with the art of improvisation. Then the person to my left or right would then choose another stretch. We would all mirror that stretch to the best of our ability, and we would be able to hear about their day. At the end of your circle, you will have a bevy of stretches that you have done, and you'll have some insight into each person's day. This exercise is called What's on Your T-shirt. You can play this with 2 or more players. What you'll do as a group is you'll go T-shirt, T-shirt, what's on your T-shirt? You can add a clap to help with rhythm, but really it'll go T-shirt, T-shirt, what's on your T-shirt? And you'll do that as a full group. Then one player, let's say that's player A, will then look at player B and verbally describe what's on their T-shirt. It might be an image, it might be the fabric of that T-shirt, but no words. They're just describing the visual aspect of what's on that T-shirt. This is very important that you don't include any words on that T-shirt, because with player B, who has had a T-shirt described on them, they're going to complete that T-shirt with a slogan that would appear on that T-shirt. So, the way that would work would be T-shirt, T-shirt, what's on your T-shirt? All right, on player B's T-shirt, I imagine there's a few fish on it, and they're sparkly, and the T-shirt's like a velour T-shirt, so it has that fun velour feel, and there's also barnacles around everything. Fresh catch, fresh day. And see, it's just that simple. You don't have to worry about being funny or clever in this exercise. You really just want to work your creative juices. For player A, that's really imagining what's on that T-shirt and describing it to the best of your ability. For player B, that's taking in all of that information that you got and coming up with an appropriate slogan that might appear with that T-shirt that really fits that T-shirt. And you can do this as a group and keep going around and around. Player B then becomes player A and then describes a new person's T-shirt for that person to then give the slogan for. In the world of improvisation, it can seem like as you're doing scene after scene after scene that, oh no, I'm definitely going to run out of ideas. Well, let me first make sure that you know you're not going to run out of ideas, and that there's an actual, really useful exercise to help you out with that. This exercise is called Clams Are Great. You can do this exercise with a large group of people, a small group of people, pairs, or even just by yourself. What you're going to do is with that group, someone will volunteer to go first, and they will say, clams are great, blank. So that might sound like clams are great because they're underground. Clams are great because they like the color pink. Clams are great because they're very important to the ecostructure of the ocean. Now notice, some of those things I said are factually true, and some of those things we may not know about are, in fact, false to our current understanding of clams. And actually, that's the very fun part about this game. As you can imagine, a lot of people and a lot of phrases are going to begin with clams are great because. So eventually you're going to run out of true facts about clams. Well, that's when the creativity comes up. You get to say anything about why clams are great. Clams are great because they're really good at driving motorcycles. Clams are great because they like to play with princess castles. Clams are great because they begin with the letter Q. You can really say anything for this. Now, if you're playing with a group, what will happen is, as that person who's saying all of these things, clams are great because A, clams are great because B, clams are great because C, eventually you'll see them start losing steam. At any point then, someone from the team can step in the center and relieve that person of stating why clams are great, and then pick up on their own on why clams are great. Feel free to give this a try, and like I said, you can do this in a large group, small group, pairs, or even by yourself. Give it a try. Sometimes it feels like all we do is talk, 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 talk. Oh, I'm doing it now too. But some of the most effective way of communicating things happens to be with our bodies, and this exercise helps us do that. This exercise is called Kitty Cat Career. Now, I know with a name like that, it just sounds perfect, but it can actually be pretty hard, so make sure you stay tuned. What will happen is that one person in a group, or you can also do this exercise with pairs, will step into the center of a space. What they will do then is that they will use not only meows to help them communicate, but also their body as they try to do their best mime and meow impersonation of a career. So that could be firefighter, doctor, ballet dancer, musical theater person, really any kind of career. But all they have to describe it is with meows and their body. So you can imagine your physicality is really going to come into play here. The people on the outside are going to guess, what career could that be? And when someone gets it right, they're going to point at that person and say, bingo, bango. And then together, everyone will go, kitty cat career, kitty cat career. And then that person who guessed correctly will step into the circle and do their own version of a different career, only using meows and physicality. Sounds easy? Well, try to guess the one that I'm gonna do right now. Oh, meow, 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 meow. Mm-hmm. Meow, meow, meow. Meow. Meow, meow. Yes. Meow, 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 meow. Mm-hmm. Did you get it? I was going for a professor, but I might want to, next time as I do this, maybe put on my tweed jacket with the elbow patches and do other things to really help convey that I am, in fact, a kitty cat professor. It really gets you in your head about how exactly am I conveying the things I want to convey, or if I'll just explicitly stating them. Give it a try yourself. Now, I know that I've been teaching you a lot of exercises about improv, but I'm sure that you're wondering, hey, Denzel, I've been getting a lot of these exercises, I've been doing them, but I'm really looking for something to help me start off my scenes. I'm super nervous about doing scenes with people and knowing how to start. What should I even say? Well, I gotcha. And it's going to be very simple and easy, and I've used this ever since I learned it, and it's helped me out tremendously. Now, I'm going to be speaking particularly about two-person scenes, which is a great place to start when doing improv. That's scenes that include two people. Let's just say a player A and a player B. Now, for player A, when they go out to start speaking something, I think that what's really useful for their scenes is if they name that other person or player B and state where they are. So that might sound like, oh, gee, Sally, thank you so much for taking me to the fair. Or, the Festival of Lights? Jonathan, how'd you know I always wanted to go? Now see, both of these help that other player know kind of who they are, or at least give them a name. And it helps set the location of where we are, which helps us play more within that place. Improv, you can be really anywhere doing anything, so why not name one of those right away? Now you're thinking, Denzel, sure, but I might run out of names, or, God, I can't even think of a name. Well, there's lots of other ways that we address people, such as mom, dad, guardian, doctor, nurse. There's so many different ways that also count as names. So don't feel particularly constricted to coming up with the most clever name. You can use any one of those to help you out. Now, player B, you've been equipped with a name for your character and a place that you are. So let's give that gift of information right back to player A. What I would like for you to do is to then name player A or state that relation to them and talk more about why we're there. And that could be like, if player A is like, thank you for taking me to the Festival of Lights, Jimmy. Player B can go, You know what, Sandra? Only the best for you for our anniversary. Now, what's really cool about that is between those two lines, we have so much information already. We have both characters' names, we have where they are, and we have what exactly they're doing there. And just because I said anniversary, not every scene has to be an anniversary scene. There's a lot of reasons or motives for people to be in any place doing a variety of different things. And that's where the improv and your creativity gets to come into play. So, that might look like, finally, Jonathan, we made it to the movie theater and I cannot wait to watch Wakanda Forever. You know what, Samuel? I want to make sure that you have the best birthday party ever, so take a look behind that curtain. Imagine all the fun combinations and things that you can come up with just from those two lines alone. Now you can take that sort of format and turn it into an exercise where you just do a bunch of two-line scenes where player A states name and place, player B states name and why, and just keep switching off. Or you can use that to catalyst you into some scenes. So player A begins, player B begins, and then it's a free-for-all of creativity. Maybe we get more people in the scenes, maybe not, but that journey is up to you.